Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Thursday, July 28, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Texas Rangers vs Los Angeles Angels. Our team pick is Angels minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. A horrendous record in close games has knocked the Rangers out of the playoff picture this season, and they suffered another narrow defeat in the finale against Seattle on Wednesday despite leading late. Charlie Culberson tied the score in the 5th on an RBI double before Jonah Heim hit the go-ahead RBI double the next inning, but Mariners star Julio Rodriguez decided things with a 3-run homer in the 7th. John Gray's hot streak came to an end as he allowed 4 runs on 5 hits and 4 walks across 6.1 innings, striking out 8. Atlas Garcia reached base twice and scored a run to pace the Texas offense. Los Angeles is looking for any bright spots in a lost season, so completing back-to-back shutout wins over the Royals for its first series win in nearly a month is a welcome sign. Phil Gosselin opened the scoring of Wednesday's finale with an RBI triple in the 5th before scoring on Brandon Marsh's RBI single later in the inning, while Andrew Velazquez and Shohei Ohtani later added run-scoring singles. Jansen Junk had the best outing of his young career with 5 shutout innings, allowing 4 hits and 1 walk while piling up 8 strikeouts. Kurt Suzuki went 2-4 with a double and a run scored to help the cause. While it hasn't been a good idea to bet on the Angels recently, this is one of the few times they have a massive pitching mismatch working in their favor. Howard has been shelled consistently in the majors, and the Texas bats aren't quite good enough to make up for it, especially against an elite starter like Ohtani. In a reversal of last season, Ohtani has been better on the mound than at the plate this season, posting some eye-popping numbers like a 29.8 kBB% thanks to a splitter that looks downright unhittable when he's on. Texas is only a middling offense with a 99 WRC+, and will face too much of a challenge here as it's unlikely Ohtani will be off his game 2 starts in a row. It isn't just this year that Howard has struggled, as he now has an ugly 166 ERA, 138 FIP across nearly 100 career innings at the MLB level. Despite all their flaws, the Angels have fared pretty well when Ohtani starts, and he can beat a shaky Rangers team here. Our total pick is under the total. Texas is starting right-hander Spencer Howard, who's 1-2 with a 7.11 ERA, while in his last 5 games, 4 of them being starts, he's 1-1 with a 5.31 ERA, while on the road this season he has been terrible as he's 0-2 with a 10.54 in ERA in 4 appearances with 3 of them being starts. He pitched against the Angels last season and allowed 3 runs in 2.1 innings. Texas also has a team ERA of 4.09 which ranks 20th. Los Angeles hasn't had many bright spots this season as it is another disappointing season for them, but one thing that has gone right for them is Shohei Ohtani. The right-hander is 9-5 with a 2.80 ERA this season, while in his last 7 starts he has been of the best pitchers in baseball as he's 6-1 with a 1.57 ERA with a 0.83 whip. LA has a team ERA of 4.01 which ranks 19th, while they are 17th in strikeouts with 819. San Francisco Giants vs Chicago Cubs. Our total pick is the Chicago Cubs. The question for this team will be whether they have enough to be able to sustain and get back in the race. The Cubs began the month 5-11 before the All-Star break and are 10.5 games out of the wild-card chase, which begs the question if they are too late. However, games here in San Francisco give this team a shot, and the 1.37 ERA that this club has posted over the last 5 games should buoy this team's confidence that they can make a serious run. The Cubs send left-hander Justin Steele to the hill on Thursday. Steele is 4-6 with a 4.02 ERA in 18 starts. However, he was spectacular in his first start following the break, allowing 1 run in 5.0 innings to Philadelphia on July 22. He has now allowed 1 run in 3 of his last 4 starts and has allowed 6 total runs in his last 22.2 innings pitched. San Francisco is losing because this pitching staff has collapsed over the last 7 days, posting a 6.43 ERA. They have a 1.55 whip in those 7 games. The Giants hope left-hander Alex Wood can get them out of this funk. Wood is 6-8 with a 4.21 ERA in 19 starts. The left-hander gave up 2 runs in 4.0 innings to the Los Angeles Dodgers in his first start following the break and has now allowed 3 total earned runs in 20.2 innings in July. However, he may not be able to depend upon much support. While San Francisco is 5th in runs per game, 4.76, the club has scored just 19 runs during the losing streak and is posting a .183 batting average with 4 home runs. The Giants have been a team that has lived by the home run ball, hitting 115 in 98 games, but that has eluded them in the last 7 games. It is a bit surprising that San Francisco enters as the favorite in this game. This is a team that has fallen down and simply cannot get up right now, while the Chicago Cubs are red hot. Chicago is getting outstanding pitching, the best in baseball since the All-Star break, and is getting plenty of run production as well. Both the pitching and the offense have collapsed for San Francisco since the break. It is understandable that they may have struggled against the Dodgers, but being swept against their arch-rivals is an indicator this team is in trouble. Plus, they were hammered by Arizona, losing all 3 games. This slump is for real, and the Giants may not be able to get out of it against Chicago. Our total pick is over 8. And here is why. The Chicago Cubs have come out of the All-Star break red hot, winning their first 5 straight games, and will look to keep that going as they head to San Francisco to take on the Giants. San Francisco is trending in the opposite direction, having lost their last 5 games and are now trailing the Dodgers by 16.5 games. Chicago snapped an 11-game losing streak right before the break and have now won their last 4, but still remain 14.5 games back of the NL Central lead. The Giants' offense is one of the best in teams in baseball this season, averaging 4.74 runs per game, ranking 5th in the league in scoring offense. It's a balanced offensive attack with a ton of production coming from different places. Third baseman Wilmer Flores is leading the team with 53 RBIs. Jock Peterson is in the midst of a career year, leading the team with 17 home runs and is hitting .246, which would be a career high. The left-handed Alex Wood will take the mound for the Giants. He's had some ups and downs and has struggled to work deep into games. Wood allowed 2 runs on 4 hits and struck out 6, but survived just 4 innings in his last start as the Dodgers beat the Giants 4-2. It's been one of the worst recent years for Wood as he enters his 30s and could be a sign of regression looming. The Cubs' offense is young, and they could be sending out key players Ian Happ and Wilson Contreras before the August 2nd deadline. Third baseman Patrick Wisdom has been an awesome young addition for the Cubs, filling the hole left by Chris Bryant, and leads the team with 17 home runs and 47 RBIs. Chicago is a middle-of-the-pack offense, averaging 4.33 runs per game, ranking 18th in the MLB in scoring offense, but you can find out more about the MLB and who is scoring at our MLB picks page. The left-handed Justin Steele will get the start for the Cubs, and the 27-year-old is another exciting young prospect. Steele is 4-6 with a 4.02 ERA on the year and hasn't worked deep into games, in large part due to the walks. Steele has issued 41 walks and struck out 81 in 87.1 innings of work this season, but is coming off a strong start, allowing a run on 4 hits in a dominant 15-2 win over the Phillies.